Good evening and welcome back to Twin State Sports. I'm Zach Seminar. 4 members of the Ole Miss tennis team will get the chance to compete with the best of the best when they head to the Oracle ITA National Fall Championships this week beginning on Wednesday. The tournament at Indian Wells will consist of a 64-player singles draw and 32-team doubles draw. Senior Ariana Hartono will step onto the court in Cali to compete in both singles and doubles play with sophomore Alexa Bortles and senior Natalie Sook. And she'll team with freshman Sabina Makalova in doubles competition. Play is going to run through Sunday. The same can be said about the Rebels men's tennis program. Also, they'll be at Indian Wells for the men's fall championships. The Rebs will be represented by sophomore Tim Satkalunen, who will compete in singles, and senior Zanimir Babic, who will team with Flip Kralovic in doubles play. Babic and Kralovic earned an auto bid to the tournament with their Southern Regional Championship run. Play will commence on Wednesday and run through Sunday. First installment of the college football playoff rankings was released tonight, and it was a wacky top 25 list. Surprised many, including myself. Starting at the top, Georgia placed first. Alabama, Notre Dame, and Clemson in line 2 through 4. Somehow the Tigers sneaking into the top 4. Ohio State, they were left out of the top 4, and Oklahoma placed ahead of the Buckeyes in 5th. A couple of undefeateds weren't given much respect, with Wisconsin ranked 9th. Miami, they're undefeated. They were ranked 10th. 6-2 Mississippi State Bulldogs debuted at 16th in the first poll. Jones County football team continued to climb up the ladder in the NJCAA football rankings. The Bobcats check in at number 6 this week after their 38-24 win over Mississippi Gulf Coast. The Bobcats will begin play in the MAC-JC semifinal playoff game this Saturday. They'll play East Mississippi, who's ranked 3rd in this week's rankings. Game time 1 p.m. from Bobcat Stadium. NFL trade deadline is come and gone. Although the Saints didn't make any deals, arguably their most fierce competitor in the NFC did. Eagles acquiring running back Jay Ajayi from Miami for a 4th-round pick in the 2018 NFL Draft. Over his 3-year career, Ajayi has ran for nearly 2,000 yards, 9 TDs, while being a threat to catch the ball out of the backfield. Last year, Ajayi earned a trip to the Pro Bowl after finishing 4th in the NFL in rushing yards, but his performances have fallen off, probably because Miami's ranked last in total offense. New Orleans beat Miami earlier this year 20-0. Ajayi 46 yards on the ground in that game. That wasn't the only big trade to go down at today's deadline. The Carolina Panthers also moving star wideout Kelvin Benjamin to Buffalo for a 3rd and 7th round draft choice in a trade that went down just ahead of that deadline. The 4th-year pro, he tore his ACL in 2015, has had a down year for the Panthers. Much of that probably could be blamed on Cam Newton, who's having a poor season, but in his career, Benjamin over 2,400 receiving yards and 18 touchdowns. 2 of those TDs come this season. Mark, you've been around a lot longer than I have. That was the busiest trade deadline that I've ever recalled.
That's pretty busy. I wanted to go back to the top 4. I had Georgia 1, Bama 2, Notre Dame 3, OU 4, because Georgia had a better non-conference win, because FSU's lost to Bama, and FSU's bad, and OU beat Ohio State, so they should be
I don't mind that.
I
take issue with I take issue with Clemson being number 4.
I do.
Because
where do you think they should be?
I think they should probably be 7, 8, 9, somewhere around there. I mean, they some of their wins. Wake Forest, they only beat them by 14. Right. They don't. Louisville is not a quality win anymore.
Strength of schedule too.
Plays a big. I don't see that conference getting into the Final Four this year.
Yeah. All right. We'll keep an eye on it.